Northeast Ohio's best coverage. This is News Channel 5.
A sunny Easter Sunday across Northeast Ohio. People were excited to fly kites, walk dogs, and play at the park as we finally got a nice spring day on a holiday, no less. Good evening, everyone, and happy Easter. I'm Michael Baldwin, in for Tracy tonight, here with Power 5 meteorologist Jason Nicholas. And Jason, some more good news for the week?
Yeah, not too bad as we start off Monday, as we start our work week, going back to work and school for many of us. And I'll tell you what, boy, today was a great day.
Yes, it was.
We're going to continue that, at least in the short term. It wouldn't be 2014 if we knew it wouldn't last. Take a look right now at the Power 5 live Doppler Network radar. We're in the upper 40s, low to mid 50s currently. How about downtown? 59 degrees. Actually, that's a Hopkins temperature. We did have the lake breeze developing a little bit during the afternoon, but normally in the evenings, that lake breeze tends to go away, so not nearly as cool along the lake shore now as it was earlier, at least the temperature difference. 50 right now, Westlake, 57, Strongsville, North Royalton right now in the mid 50s too. As we head south, Canton still at 60. Meanwhile, a chilly 49 currently in Worcester. To our south and west, more warm air is moving in. Temperatures currently still in the 70s. St. Louis, Indianapolis, mid 60s. We're going to have one more day of warm air before the bottom falls out a little bit, although this time of the year, bottom falling out isn't all that bad. Temperatures tomorrow morning, upper 40s. And look at tomorrow as we head through the morning. Good stuff. Temperatures back into the 60s and even 70s again tomorrow. 76 today, Cleveland. I think we could do that again tomorrow. Then after that is when things get a little interesting with cooler air and some wet weather. We'll break it down coming up. Michael.
All right, tomorrow's warm weather will be great to celebrate the popular local event, Dingus Day. The annual event celebrates all things Polish the day after Easter, and the main festivities take place around Cleveland's Detroit Shoreway neighborhood. Local bars and businesses are getting ready.
It's a great thing for the neighborhood because it's a lot of people that, might not know each other, that have moved in, the young professionals that are flowing into this area. Just a nice time to have some food and drink on a Monday during a holiday and, connect and network towards people, see all the businesses.
There will be a Polish parade, not to mention lots of ethnic food, as well as live accordion music and bands and even a dog show.
In town from San Francisco and see my girlfriend, and luckily we're in town just in time for Dingus Day. So I think we'll go down and check out the parade, hopefully see the dog show and the beauty pageant, and yeah, should be a fun day.
Excited to try some pierogies and yeah, maybe catch some dogs, so we'll see.
All right, Dingus Day will take over Detroit Avenue from West 58th Street to West 65th Street tomorrow morning. On this Easter evening, one local family is spending what may be one of their last holidays together with loved ones. News Channel 5's Kristen Volk joins me now, and you just got back from an Avon Lake hospice.
I did, Michael, and it was also a story of not only love but faith and hope too. Elyria residents Joe and Faye Griffith are nearing the end of their lives. One has cancer, the other has Alzheimer's and dementia. But how and where they're living their final days makes this story extra special.
They never thought about being together the last month we lived.
This evening, Joe and Faye Griffith are side by side, hand in hand, just like they've been for the past 61 years of their marriage.
She's been a loving, faithful wife. I couldn't have found a better one.
What's unique is that Joe and Faye are here together in hospice. It's an opportunity that the Griffith family never thought possible.
We thought that when Dad was brought here, that they would never see each other again this side of heaven. And it was really emotional for us.
It was just 2 weeks ago that doctors diagnosed Joe with bone cancer. He's been given less than 2 months to live. 79-year-old Faye has been in a nursing home for the past year. The family worried that cost and the couple's medical benefits wouldn't allow them to be together in their final days. But what they thought was impossible is now possible and a reality.
Hey, I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying.
Joe can barely understand Faye anymore, but he doesn't have to. They hold each other, look at one another, and know that their bond is strong.
All death does is just end this life to begin a new life. And so we'll begin a new life 30 days from now.
And their love for one another is even stronger.
I still love her.
I still have him.
And what's even more endearing is that Joe and Faye worked together as ministers for 33 years. On your side, I'm Kristen Volk, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Kristen. Tonight, firefighters are looking into a suspected arson. Cleveland crews put out the flames at West 56th Street and Storer Road tonight. It used to be called Helen's Bar, but has been out of business for a few years. No one was hurt, but fire crews say it appears someone tried setting it on fire last night. Tomorrow, many people involved in a massive street brawl could go before a judge. Lakewood police arrested 20 people after the fight broke out between two gangs outside the Foundry Concert Club on Detroit Avenue last night. Witnesses say shots were fired and some people had machetes. No one was shot, but 4 people were treated for stab wounds. Tonight, a woman has been missing for days and police need all the help they can get. This is 20-year-old Karen Lloyd, who disappeared from the Maggie Smith group home in Cuyahoga Falls Thursday morning. Police say she suffers from a mental disorder and has seizures. Anyone with information about her should call Cuyahoga Falls Police. Well, News Channel 5 is working with the Cleveland FBI to highlight ongoing crimes that you can help solve. These are surveillance photos from the Huntington Bank on Berea Road in Cleveland. This masked man walked in on a November morning and demanded money from the clerk. The FBI describes him as a white man, about 45 to 50 years old, medium height, and around 160 pounds. He ran off with money and no one was hurt, but he did threaten the clerk.
He indicated that he did have a weapon. Again, it wasn't seen, but the teller believed that he had a weapon. So that escalates the level for us. We want to make sure that we get this guy if he's out there with a weapon.
And if you have information, call the Cleveland FBI. They can be reached at 216-522-1400. Again, that's 216-522-1400, or call Cleveland Police. A reward is available and you can remain anonymous. Today, Pope Francis held his Easter Mass at St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican. More than 150,000 people gathered there for the event. The first for Francis as a Pope. The pontiff spoke of peace for Ukraine and Syria. And people also celebrate across Northeast Ohio, too. We stopped by the Trinity Cathedral on Euclid Avenue in Cleveland. The Very Reverend Tracy Lind preached at today's Easter services, speaking about salvation and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And thousands of less fortunate Northeast Ohioans had a happy Easter thanks to generous volunteers. The 42nd annual Easter meal was held at the historic St. Augustine Church in Cleveland's Tremont neighborhood today. More than 9,000 people were treated to meals of ham, potato salad, and veggies.
They provide you with friendly and fast service, courtesy service, with a smile.
They have been a blessing for millions of people in greater Cleveland and everybody else in the suburbs. They help men and women, children. Decades I've been knowing Sister Carita.
Sister Carita Ambrose has been operating this program for years, which also provided deliveries to people who couldn't get out to enjoy a meal. For 25 years, a North Olmsted man has been doing his part to make Easter Sunday special for kids who are away from home and in the hospital. James Aquino decided to retire his Easter Bunny costume. We were there today as he made children smile one more time. James Aquino has a special place in his heart for Fairview Hospital. His son and grandchildren were born here. 25 years ago, he had an idea.
I used to take the animals out of the claw machine, and we had 300 or 400 of them laying around in the apartment.
James decided to put on bunny ears and deliver Easter baskets to kids admitted in the hospital. Every year since he has shown up on Easter Sunday to put smiles on children's faces, James remembers something his mother told him.
She used to always tell us, you know, when you get older and you have a little, you give a little or do something for someone. And that's always stayed in my mind.
Today, James volunteered his time and money once again to deliver treats to kids in the pediatrics emergency room.
Seeing the smiles on the children's faces, that's more payment than you can imagine.
Hey, thank you. Say Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you.
James himself had surgery at Fairview years ago. That did not stop his Easter tradition.
I had to beg the doctor to sign me out. He said, "You're in no condition to do that." I said, "Look, I have to do this."
Families are grateful for the generous gesture on this special day.
What's the Easter Bunny doing?
It's very nice of him to come out and
give these out to the kids that aren't feeling well on Easter.
After a quarter century of giving, James has decided to hang up his bunny feet and retire.
I'm getting up in age, doesn't look it, but I feel that, I've done enough to this point, and I have to start doing things for myself and spending time with my grandkids.
James' Easter generosity will never be forgotten. All right, James Aquino, great job. Earlier, we told you about a local couple spending their final days together after 61 years of marriage. Coming up, you'll hear the story of another Ohio couple who died just hours apart after being together for 7 decades. The Royal Easter, how William and Kate spent their first Easter as parents, and the big treat for baby George. Boston Strong, how Beantown is getting ready for its marathon tomorrow, a year after the deadly terror bombing.